So, discussing topics that appear in my book, The God Conundrum. Did water make itself by accident, or did God do it? And whoever or whatever created water, is there really enough water on earth to flood it like it says happened in the Bible? Well, for centuries, as you probably know, critics have positively ridiculed the idea that it's even possible that the earth could flood to that extent. In fact, they've said it was impossible, as there could never be enough water on earth to do it. Well, I've got to tell you, those same critics are now in a very tricky position. It's one of the very many things I talk about in my book, The God Conundrum. Ruthless plug, it's on Amazon anywhere in the world. Now, there are many everyday necessities for life that we take for granted and never wonder about how or why they came about. Water is one of them. Without it, nothing on earth could live or would have ever lived. But who made water? Was it an accident, or was it made by a creator for a very specific reason, and that is as a fuel to sustain life? Now, one modern scientific theory is that water did make itself by accident somewhere far away in the universe, and it was delivered to Earth billions of years ago from outer space by asteroids and meteorites. Now, this, of course, is just a theory, although it is packaged as a fact in many quarters. However, our water supply is very interesting because Earth and all of its inhabitants who have ever lived have been drinking the very same water since the beginning of time, meaning the water you drink today may well have been gobbled up by dinosaurs millions of years ago. The same water. You see, the Earth does not create new water. It uses the same water that has always been here since the very beginning. Water may well be mismanaged by people today and water companies, but it's not really ever wasted because water is continuously recycled through the natural water cycle process. This recycling process is driven by solar energy, which evaporates water from the rivers, lakes and oceans. The process, of course, removes the salt. And then the clouds, as you know, then transport the water elsewhere and deposit it as drinking water. So even though the amount of water on the surface of the Earth is finite and does not increase or decrease, in 2014 experts discovered an enormous underground water reservoir 400 miles deep below the Earth's mantle. The water there is stored within rocks which act like sponges, and it's estimated that in this underground ocean there is enough water to fill all the Earth's oceans 3 times over. And get this, if it were released in one go, the underground ocean would submerge the world's surface hundreds of meters deep. So the implications of the 2014 underground water discovery challenges the old theory of water being delivered to Earth by meteorites. So it seems far more likely that the water has simply always been here and was created at the very same time as the Earth was created. It also proves that there really is enough water available on Earth, in Earth, for a worldwide flood like described in the Bible. So let me know what your thoughts are on this one. And here's a good question to ask people. Can humans make water? Something that you don't really consider. Water is formed very simply on paper at least, by hydrogen and oxygen. By mixing the two gases in a laboratory, it really is possible to make very small amounts of pure water. But it is not yet scientifically practical in any way to make any large and useful volumes of water because the cost is exorbitant and the possible chemical reaction due to the release of massive quantities of energy is far too dangerous. Making water is not dissimilar to making a hydrogen bomb. How the Earth did it without blowing itself up to smithereens, God only knows. So how do you believe water appeared on Earth? Made by God or made by an accident? Thanks for viewing. Please do check out my book. Cheers.